Yes, people, FJTV. So, the video, obviously, I'm doing right now, something I've been thinking about for the last couple of days in terms of planning, because there's a lot I want to say in this video. You watching, you can see how long the video is. I'm not going to really put a cap on it. You know, I try and keep my videos around 20 minutes at the most these days. Longer ones about half an hour. But if this one ends up being like an hour long, but there's certain things I want to make, certain points I want to make, certain things I'm going to touch on, and I'm not going to sort of be like I do sometimes, be like, oh, that's a story for another day. I'm going to really go deep down the rabbit holes in some of the things I'm going to talk about in this one. Obviously, you can see by the title, semen retention. I've not done a semen retention video, as in specifically the entire video, been about SR for a while now. A couple of different reasons. Main one, because I've been sort of saying to myself, all the training I'm doing, you know, the martial arts, the Muay Thai at the minute, again, I understand the semen retention is part of it. It isn't the be all and end all. Of course, if I was to do something stupid like a relapse the night before or the day of a training session, I know in my mind that it's not going to go well for me, whether it's sparring or just hitting the pads. And again, I know as I'll get onto the point in this video, there'll be people that will try and be like, well, actually, that's kind of placebo. But aside from that, like I said, for the last 2 months, I said to myself, I know as I'm keep progressing, like I say, specifically with the Muay Thai, the gym I'm going to, like I said, semen retention, it's not the be all and end all, but it's a big part of it that I know I don't even really need to focus on, in the sense of it's just part of the practice, yeah. So that's a minute gone for a little intro. As I said, there's a few things I want to touch on. First and foremost, yeah, let's get straight into it. Talking about, quick little added context as well. Obviously on this channel, if you go back through the videos, as much as I've privatised some and I've deleted some older ones, I've got plenty of videos where I'm talking about semen retention. And I'll say it like this, me personally, I feel like there's a lot of people talking about semen retention that for one reason or another are giving out misleading information and, quite frankly, incorrect information. But the same way, bruv, yeah, that's just my opinion, so believe what you want to believe, yeah. But the same reason why anyone that's able to watch this video in its entirety, even if it takes a couple of days or whatever, or if you put the speed of the way I'm talking on a little bit faster, the speed of the video, it is what it is, bruv. Like I said, me personally, it's once you really break free the mental shackles of the matrix, the simulation, whatever you believe in, whatever you want to call it, yeah, but the realm we're in, once you remove, like I say, the mental shackles, you'll see through this illusion. So you'll see through some of the bullshit a lot of the talking heads are saying. And the same way, bruv, yeah, without getting too deep and on a tangent straight away in the video, like I said, there'll be people talking about this practice saying, yeah, semen retention, yeah, and then they'll go down that, they'll go down this route. I was going to say rabbit hole, but it's not a rabbit hole if it's out in the open, is it? Same way I've said it in a previous video, bruv, as I was doing sort of research for this specific video, watching some of my older ones, even my privatised ones. When I've said in the past, bruv, you'll just search semen retention in YouTube, you'll see plenty of videos, some of them millions of views, so you can have the thought, well, this is clearly a well-known practice, or at least spoke about more in the mainstream. But the people doing it, they got like they're putting a stupid face for the thumbnail, sort of like, oh, I tried semen, you know what I mean, bruv? Fucking a girl bending over in the background. I'm clearly referencing a specific one off the top of the dome, yeah. But you get what I'm saying, brother. My thing is, it's easy for me to sit on the sidelines and observe like I always do with everything. And can sort of go, okay, what's my knee-jerk reaction in here? Okay, let me put Josh and this ego to one side. Let me have a more of an overarching view of it. And again, brother, you personally will probably come to the same conclusions as myself. That, of course, they're going to be saying just enough of the right things that, yeah, you probably shouldn't be masturbating every day. But it's, oh, well, you know, we're all human, and we all yeah, chatting a load of nonsense, bruv. So I'll get to that. So first and foremost, that's 4 minutes gone. Like I said, I'm not going to try and stifle the time on this video. But if you just look at nature, bro, now, again, I've made plenty of videos saying semen retention is the natural way. Very purposefully, intentionally using the picture for the thumbnail of an adult male silverback gorilla, yeah, for a couple of reasons that I'm going to get into in this one. If you look at the natural kingdom, the natural animal kingdom, and again, quick little anecdote to, you know, humble brag, but I'm not being funny, from knee high, bruv, I was obsessed with like nature documentaries, any sort of, you know, content or whatever around animals, reading books all the time. I've got so much random knowledge and facts just literally deep rooted in here that Obviously, I do my best not to, but over the years, if a game shows on the TV and they ask a specific question about animals stuff, my brain just gets that bit of knowledge and that data, and it's like categories and and it's like a specific sentence to answer said question, yeah. Which again might sound a bit weird, and the same when I'm self-aware of, I know exactly what I'm on about, yeah. But you get what I'm saying, bro, yeah. From, like I said, a young age, and a lot of these documentaries back in the day, but they didn't pull the punches, yeah. Probably because they weren't expecting a little 6, 7 year old Josh to watch them. But when I'm seeing videos of like lions ripping open wildebeest, and then they're fighting the hyenas, and you see an adult male lion holding a hyena down that's struggling, and you hear the audible snap of its neck, which again I understand sounds graphic, and it is graphic, but that's nature, bro, yeah. So then when I'm talking about semen retention, when you specifically look at the animal kingdom, and I'm going to even get to the points of when people try and use examples from the animal kingdom, and the reason why, like I said, it's not a tangent as I look at the timer and almost throw myself off the video. The reason why I said all of that is because, again, there'll be people I see out there talking about SR, which again, bruv, we can all eat, yeah. I ain't even got the biggest platform on YouTube. Not to say something kind of negative, but hey, man, shout out and salute the 52 current subscribers watching some of my older semen retention videos when I'm like, yeah, shout out my 10 subscribers, shout out my 23 subscribers, yeah, gang shit. But as the channel grows, like I've said, I'm seeing people, like I said, talk about SR, they say some stuff, and then they'll try and use an example from the animal kingdom to say something that's going to contradict what I'm about to say. So cool, we're 6 minutes in, let me try and keep it going, yeah. As I said, bro, all the animals and all the male species, 90% of them, obviously there's caveats to this, but I'll get to that, yeah. All of them, the whole point, okay, on an animalistic, straight up survival nature is fight other males, whether it's in the mating season or whatnot, win the mating rights with the females, impregnate as many as possible, keep the genes going, and cool. You already know that, yeah, I'm saying something that's basic information. The more often than not, the winner is the one with the highest testosterone levels. And again, because it's a fight, bruv, and not to relate it to humans too much, but again, it's not about the size of the dog in the fight, it's about the size of the fight in the dog, yeah? Same way, bruv, it might be a specific one of these animals that, okay, it's a little bit older, maybe it's been through some more tougher scenarios, maybe some of the times, you know, catching its prey, obviously in the context of a predator in this example, maybe it's been in enough more tougher scenarios, blah, 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 made it a bit stronger. So when it comes to the time where it's got to fight to breed, bruv, yeah, not just fight for survival or whatnot now, bruv, you want to reproduce and whatnot, okay, cool. Putting that to one side, you do not see any of these animals wasting their energy, yeah. Obviously, okay, we can be facetious and be like, oh, you know what it is, Josh, because they don't have opposable thumbs with their... Yeah, obviously, bro, yeah. Same way, again, like I said, in the context of using the gorilla, yeah, and the same way with chimpanzees, bro, cool. I've seen someone before try and use the example of, well, actually, there's been examples of, with chimpanzees, they've actually been caught, you know, doing it, and they showed a clip of one doing it in the zoo. Now, again, put that to one side because we don't need to see that, yeah. But jokes aside, one thing they failed to mention, which, like I said, bruv, because I've been around the block and I see all of it and I hear all of it, and I've seen the Joe Rogan podcast too, and I've seen one of these, specifically a female, which is quite funny, but she's talking about chimpanzees, and she was actually saying the weird thing that they do when it comes to self-gratification, they'll ingest their ejaculate, which I know sounds disgusting and crude. You might be like, oh, Josh, I don't want to hear that. But to make the point of, like, that's going to dispel the myth that these motherfuckers are saying. Because even in nature, even an animal knows, I shouldn't be, that's wasted energy, yeah. Now I get it, bruv. Someone could easily, I'm self-aware, they'd be like, oh, you hear that, guys? Josh is saying if you're going to do... Nah, bruv, I'm not saying something stupid like that, yeah. We're all adults here. We should be. And again, in the context of gorillas, they have a harem of multiple females that they get with, yeah. So again, moving on to my next point of relating that to the human level. Like I said, we started at the animal level, we're going to move up to the human level, surface level, and then we're going to get to the spiritual level. But bridging that gap of, like I said, like the spiritual science, even though, you know, they're blanket statements and they're keywords or what's the word? You know what I mean? It's a... I've backed myself into a corner, haven't I? It's a word that you can hear that you get a quick reaction to in your own mind when I say spiritual. But anyway, without getting myself on a tangent or off topic, relating that to the human level, there's a reason why, again, in the SR community or people talking about it, but even just on a human level, the general programming of the Matrix is, as a man, yeah, you know, go to work, whatever, as we all know, and then get with one woman, get married, settle down with one, obviously have your kids, whatever, and then keep working, keep being a slave in the Matrix. Now, I'm not going to get on the topic of, you know, break free of the Matrix and the money and all of that stuff, which is still part of the Matrix if you want to get deep with it. But there's a reason why that's part of the programming. Because, like, okay, obviously, yeah, there's going to be ones that don't get to reproduce. Obviously, there's going to be, you know, the incels and that typical sort of stereotype. But even the ones that are like, okay, yeah, I'm going to work and I've got a bit of personality when I'm down the pub with the lads having a drink. Which I know is a bit of a example I'm clearly being a bit facetious with. But get them into that mentality of, again, relating it to the animal kingdom. That's the other point I was going to say. With penguins, where they're, oh yeah, they're mate for life. Isn't that lovely, darling? Me and you are like, again, bruv. This is, like I'm saying, bruv, you're not going to pull the wool over my eyes, bruv, yeah? And you know what not the etymology, you know where that phrase comes from, bruv? Because I'm not a sheep, bro. That's why you can't pull the wool over my eyes. Imagine my hair is wool, you can't. You get what I'm saying, bruv? Again, yeah, fucking wake up. But again, that's like 12 minutes gone. So to keep it moving, like I'm saying, on a human level, as I look to my notes to my right that I've stuck to the door, what was the next point I really wanted to make? It's on the tip of my tongue. That's what I was going to say. My vision pinpointed it straight away. Like I'm saying, they want you this idea of one man, one woman. Which again, I'm not saying don't do. Yeah, if that's what you want to be doing. Same way, bro, back in the day, when I was in a relationship, I had that mentality, yeah, I'm going to get married one day, even though I don't really believe in marriage, but if she wants to do that, then have kids and that's what I was about to do. But then obviously you go through the awakening, you understand that we're just people, bro, you're an immortal soul in a simulation, but while I'm in this human avatar, you choose what paradigms you want to set. I was going to say what rules, obviously, yeah, there's natural laws, but again, without getting tongue-tied. Ultimately, bro, if you want to settle down with one thing, do what you want to be doing, bro, yeah. But me personally, and like I've said for a while, and just life experience in general, and shit, man, maybe I eat my words one day. But for right here, right now, obviously, you know, purposely celibate, fight. I'm in a fight camp as it is, bro. I've got a date for my next fight. Technically my first fight, because it's first amateur Muay Thai fight, but, you know, not the first time I've had a competitive fight. So right now it's celibacy, but even in the future, like I said, bro, multiple women, and there's nobody can, because if that's what I'm choosing, then really and truly it's on these potential women to be like, well, actually, Josh, no, thank you. And then maybe I'm proving wrong. But anyway, aside from that, like I said, I know this might be a long video, so let me not spend too much time waffling with points like that. But what I looked on my notes that I was going to mention is, I've literally wrote down one woman equals unnatural, because if you look in the animal kingdom, now again, when I get to the spiritual stuff, again, I understand you can make the point of, like, you know, the real holy union is obviously between one man and one woman, because obviously you've only got one and she's only got one. But again, when you understand this idea of being able to retain your energy, and then if, like I said, brother, if you're going to go onto that imperative in nature of impregnating multiple to spread your lineage and spread your genes further, okay, cool, you could say rise above that animal nature, Josh, yeah? And it doesn't have to be on an animal level, it doesn't even have to be on a human level. We can rise even further above and be on that Christ consciousness, God level consciousness. But again, bruv, you're still here in this simulation, so you choose whatever the fuck you want to do. But putting that to one side, because I feel like I'm sort of getting a little bit off the main trajectory of what I want to talk about, which is, again, like I'm saying, bruv, a lot of the people with the SR, they might be saying all the right things. Yeah, you, I don't know, stronger in the gym, you know, eye contact, female attraction, your energy levels, you wake up full of the spiritual stuff, yeah, with the manifestation. But then they'll just, woo, and they'll end up getting to what my next point is, which is too many people are trying to cope with this practice, yeah, And let me say it in a more concrete and specific way. They're self-deluding and they're lying to themselves, bro. Because the same way, like I'm saying, I'm seeing people when they're talking about like, actually, you can't actually do semen retention long term, guys. So if you feel like you're struggling, okay, so that's lie number one. Another one they'll try and do, and it was something I seen. Like I said, I tried to scroll on Instagram, but sometimes they catch me. Yeah, but anytime I see something again, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what I needed to see. Control Alt Delete, and then we hop off the app, maybe make a note for a YouTube video or whatever. And I'm seeing someone saying, oh yeah, semen retention's going to make you an incel. It's going to make you borderline autistic because you're saying, yeah, monk mode, I'm not talking to women. That's wrong. You should be talking to women. Yeah, don't watch porn and masturbate, but you should be going out and meeting girls and trying to get your numbers up. Which again, do what you want to do. But then again, like I'm saying, bruv, it always comes full circle. It always comes back to short-term semen retention. Hey man, if that's what works for you, I'm not gonna say. I'm just saying these motherfuckers are lying to you when they say this is the only way to do it, and that way, or what Josh is saying, is wrong. Because of course, how could it be? Because it ain't me saying this, bruv. This is motherfuckers from back in the day, from thousands of years ago, that figured this shit out. And if you want to use the phrase science, using the real scientific method, not the fake scientific method where motherfuckers in lab coats were talking heads on a computer screen or on a phone screen saying, you need to, nah, bruv, nah, you're not going to, like I said, pull the wool over my eyes, bruv. This is my body. You're saying, nah, you can go fuck yourself. Sit on that and swivel on it, motherfuckers. But aside from that, without me being facetious, again, popped in my head, thank you. Like I said, these certain, I've got a PhD, or I'm this, or I'm that, again saying, well, I'm hearing a lot about this semen retention. Okay, look, I wonder, what are we going to, let me listen to what you're going to say. Blah, 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 your prostate, blah, 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 it's not long term, blah, 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 blah. Well, masturbation, if we look at the animals, I mean, dolphins as well. Dolphins will do whatever the fuck they want to do if you put them in captivity, bro, yeah. I don't want to get too deep on that, but take an animal out of its natural habitat. What do grown men do in the prison system, bruv? Because that's not our natural habitat. I mean, you can get deep with it. This house I'm in isn't a natural habitat, but do you get what I'm saying? Can you read between the lines of what I'm saying to you, bruv, yeah? Oh, well, dolphins will actually use a clamshell to self-gratify. Motherfuckers are in... I was trying to think of a prison in England. Winson Green, bruv, and... I don't even need to say it, bruv, yeah. And hey, man, it's 2024. Whatever flag you're waving, hey, you get me? But aside from that, my whole point, like I'm saying with the animal kingdom, relating it to the human level, relating it to the spiritual level, relating it to the fact that, like I always say, you're an immortal soul in a skin suit, in a simulated reality. This isn't even real. Which is the exact point of why would you be looking at pixels and then releasing your energy. You're not going to slit your wrists and bleed for what reason? Because it feels good. And hey man, again, we don't kink shame over here. Some people are into that sort of stuff for the sexual gratification, but again, putting that nonsense to one side. Doesn't make sense, does it? Same way, bro, like I said, are you going to do what them chimpanzees are doing? Come on, bro. And I get it, like I always say, bro, that's almost 20 minutes. I'm self-aware, bro. I understand. I'm going to watch this back. Some of the stuff I'm saying that in here, I know that's kind of funny. So if I phrase it in a certain way, but with a serious face, that's kind of still funny, but I'm making a point. Like I've said, bro, yeah, I get it, but you stay with this train of thought. Moving on to the next point, so I don't want to keep, excuse me. The SR, like I'm saying with the long-term thing, when I'm seeing people saying it's not long-term, or when they're saying, excuse me, got a couple of energy drinks in me, allow me, I know, yeah, caffeine detox, Josh, whatever. When I'm seeing certain people as well saying, we should go like short-term SR or like 3 weeks, and then, as long as you're not watching porn, even if you do it yourself, or, you find a girl, and again, bro, like I'm saying, there's no reason why you ever need to ejaculate ever again, yeah. This could be a YouTube short for future Josh when I chop up my videos, yeah. You don't have to, you can choose to ejaculate, bruv. I know I don't want to keep saying that word as well, because I know it's a bit crude, but technically it's the real scientific phrase. But anyway, When people will be like, okay then, Josh. And I've had someone say this to me, if you weren't meant to do that, why would you have wet dreams? If you weren't meant to do that, why would animals in... yeah. First of all, like I said, I pretty much dispelled the myth with the animals, because if they're going a full 12 months for a mating season, if they're going as long as they fucking have to until they find a mate, because shit, man, look at tigers, for example, like they say, dwindling population, blah, blah, blah. Snow leopards in Afghanistan, oh, they can't even find a mate. And okay, I get it, we made the joke with opposable thumbs. These animals ain't having wet dreams, are they? And I get it, bro, I'm self-aware. Someone could still come out and say, well, actually, the science... Yeah, but I know I'm right, and I know I'm clearly being facetious to play devil's advocate to my own point, even though it's just me studying talking in my room, yeah? What was I saying? Because I've put myself... That's it, yeah. When someone said about wet dreams, first and foremost, a few points. Because I'm going to have a whole segment of wet dreams at this point in the video. Wet dreams, obviously, yeah, okay. It's in your subconscious, all the imagery, whatever. You've trained your body to ejaculate, yeah? But let's not forget about the fact that you're in a bed, in an unnatural sleeping position. You've probably got boxers or shorts on, or even if you're sleeping naked, you've got like a blanket or a duvet on you. So there's friction, yeah? So even if you're just in a dream and some whatever entity, yeah. I'm not even going to get onto the idea of like succubus or whatnot. Like I said, believe what you want to believe. I know there's certain spiritual stuff, and I understand, and I can extend the olive branch to said topics. But ultimately, bro, like I said, use your brain. Let's keep it on a human level, first and foremost. You can't train your body to constantly do something and then wonder why it happens the second you decide to go against it, yeah? Like I'm saying. So that's part of the programming. There was another thing I wanted to say with the wet dreams, but it'll come back to me, so we'll move on. Relating it, like I said, to doing it long term. I understand this video, I'm a little bit, choppy, because I was planning it, and then it got to the point where I thought, oh, fuck, I need to make this video because I'm about to go gym anyway. But like I'm saying, the excuse that I'm hearing when people are saying semen retention is not something to do long term, it's not something you can do long term, the benefits plateau after a certain... Nah, bro. Again, whether you believe that or not, that's up to you to believe, and that's your cross to bear, bro. That ain't what we're saying over here, bro. Because again, relaying it to myself, when I'm training in the gym, like I've been doing for years, when I'm doing the Muay Thai, like I said, I got back on after having some time off, but I've been doing it in the past, and now it's like every day, a good 5 or 6 days out of the week, but consecutive days. And again, you just see it on people, you can near enough smell it on them. And again, obviously some of that can be confidence if people don't really make the best eye contact, or they're not the most outspoken. But even little things, bruv, when people are taking shots, whether it's in sparring or whether they're hitting pads, and again, we can make the argument with fitness levels, and it's not always conducive to SR. But all you need to do is look at the highest level athletes and ask yourself, do you really believe they're, at the very bare minimum, the night or the week of their big events or whatnot? Yeah, cool. Again, putting that to one side, because I understand in my own brain, there's levels to this shit, and I know in my own mind, I can articulate something rather than just making a little statement like that. So again, like I'm saying with the long-term stuff, there's a very specific reason, to move on to my next point. When you see the examples of monks, real monks, and they always are warriors in a garden, yeah. Again, they'll put out the fake sort of stuff in your face here and there, but the matrix can't help but let the truth slip through the cracks, because ultimately, like I said, all this info doesn't come from me, doesn't come from Josh, it comes from an overarching higher source, if you want to call it God, the universe, the oversoul, whatever, that exists external to this simulation, yeah? Because again, as negative as in here can be at times, the infinite source of creation overshines and outshines it all, always, yeah? And that same light is within you, bruv, yeah? So again, this might not be as long of a video, because I feel like I'm starting to... Let me just quickly look at my notes. Yeah, a couple more things, and then I suppose we could probably call it a day, but as I'm saying, bro, not to like zoom in on the side of my face. That's it, yeah, bro. When you start to research with the Tantra and non-ejaculatory orgasms, that was the next point I'm seeing when people are saying about like, oh well, I don't know about you, bro, but I don't want to go my whole life without nutting again. First and foremost, bro, it's not necessarily the nut that you're chasing, yeah. It's the orgasm and the pleasure. Now again, like I've said, we're all adults here, so we can be mature. As Josh is here, putting myself on the internet saying this sort of stuff. A lot of that pleasure, okay, cool. As a straight, red-blooded male, you want it to be with a woman or women. Hey man, maybe multiple women in the moment. Hey, do what you want to be doing, yeah? As I'm saying, you can have the same orgasmic bliss without draining your energy. And then when it comes to saying, all right, now I want to, have a child, found the right sort of person, I feel like our energies and whatever, and this is the right person that's going to carry my child, then of course you can choose to, yeah? Same like I'm saying, anything I said in this video, it doesn't have to be, yeah, Josh said, nah, bruv, I've got to make my points, bro, because I can't hear these motherfuckers, like I'm saying, brother, lying to you. Putting lying, like you're looking in the lens. So you either believe it, which I can forgive, but if you know what I know, then then it's bullshit and you're lying and you're deluding and you're blue pilling yourself, bro, and it's cope. You get me? So again, without getting too passionate, like I'm saying, bro, there's no reason why you can't be on years of this practice, because again, bro, related to nature, the same way I'm seeing people, yeah, I just feel like a gorilla, I can't go more than 2 weeks, but then I see you like in the gym, bro. So whether it's on the peak of that streak or just after your relapse, even if it's not a relapse to certain people, and the bollocks go, literally, bro, yeah. Same like, bro, I can give you 1,000,001 examples, but the best one to me is just when I hear someone saying that. We go to the gym, they're telling me that when I'm saying, oh, I'm on like 40 something days, but I'm like, yeah, I can't lie, bro, I'm struggling, but I know I just got to keep going. Well, nah, maybe you need a reset, bro. No, I don't believe that. Nonsense, but whatever. Then we train in the gym, bro, and this motherfucker's saying they're at the peak of their current couple of weeks streak, whatever. And like I said, bro, as a personal trainer, because like I said, I really do this, bro, yeah, but putting that to one side, you put them under that pressure in the gym. Once that first set's done, yeah. Once the pre-workout's settled a little bit, where'd that energy go, bro, yeah? Oh, I'm like a gorilla. No, you're not like a blood clot gorilla, yeah? And even, again, I can extend the olive branch that there's other people saying the same sort of stuff, but to me it's like, okay, all you're going to prove to me is that if you knew what I knew, or at least embodied it, you'd be, instead of here, you'd be up here. Which I get it as well. I'm self-aware enough to know that you could use that argument for anything. You could be like, all right, best footballer in the world, Messi or Ronaldo, blah, 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 blah. They're both here. But I mean, they could always be up here, couldn't they? Of course, yeah, I get it, it's obvious. But you get what I'm saying. That's almost half an hour gone. I'll start to wrap up the video. I think I've covered the majority of the things I wanted to cover. I apologise if you just sat there and it's just me staring. Alright, I'll do 2 more points and then we'll leave it there, yeah. Another one as well, like I'm saying, on the spiritual level. I know the video didn't have the best structure, but once I get going, bro, you know what I'm like if you subscribed. When it comes to people talking about your chakra systems, energy systems, now I'll, again, like I said, extend the olive branch. If you're saying the spiritual stuff and the science is over there, but let's bridge the gap between the two. Because ultimately, science, the true scientific method, like I said, not these fake motherfuckers in the lab coat saying, oh yeah, let me do your prostate. Nah, go do it yourself, bro. Bridging the gap. Anything that we're saying is like, okay, I'm making this point as in this is something that can be defined as true, yeah? You could always do some sort of scientific method to prove said truth, okay? Cool. So like things with the chakra systems, I'm going to get deep on it. But bare minimum, people are saying, okay, you got your root, sacral, solar plexus, okay, heart, yeah, throat, all of that. But specifically with your solar plexus, when you see people get punched like a liver shot or in the solar plexus, there's a reason why, and then they just drop, yeah. And obviously you hear all the time people saying you can't train your liver, which is true. But again, like I'm saying, relating it to these examples of monks, and you see that are really embodying this practice, not the fake ones that are, I'll shave my head and yeah, and it's love and light, and even if someone, nah, bruv, yeah, The real, like I'm saying, real monk mode, real hard physical training. No sort of nonsense going in here, bro, yeah? Like I'm saying with the celibacy stuff, even though it's short, yeah, because the celibacy is short term, bro, I'll hold my hands up, of course. Yeah, I know I'm going to get back on the horse one day. I mean, jokes, pause, but you get what I'm saying, yeah? I wasn't going to say it, but fuck it. I could hear myself say it out loud, it's kind of funny. But anyway, I'll get back in that dating game, whatever. But like I'm saying, short term celibacy, long term, lifelong semen retention as best as you possibly can, bruv, yeah? Same like I'm saying, quick little anecdote. Not saying I'm going to get with whoever girls in the future and never eject, but I'm saying knowing about what I know with the Tantra, I can at least have something to work towards, bruv, at the bare minimum, yeah? But again, relating it to the monks and like I'm saying with your solar plexus, there's a reason why you can train your body to, the pain is in here. Yeah, it's a physical system. You break your leg, it's still broken. But at the bare minimum, maybe that's the wrong way of phrasing it, but the true understanding of that signal from a specific part of my body sends in my brain saying, ow, that hurt, don't stub your toe on that rock again, yeah? Same with your solar plexus, bruv. I'm not saying you can be on X amount of days SR, and no matter how hard you get hit, you can just withstand anything. Prove me wrong though, you get me? That'll do for the video. I feel like I've exhausted most of what I want. Point proven. I've exhausted most of what I wanted to say. Didn't stay as clear cut and concise as I know I can. I know part of that is the caffeine, so as much as I'm kind of going, it kind of sends me off a little bit. But last little point as well, I'll wrap up the video with. A lot of the time, the people that, like I said, when they start to sort of, yeah, semen retention, but then they start to go down, like I said, the route of just self-delusion, which again, the only reason they do that is because it confirms their biases and their beliefs and their basically way of life. Which again, you know, no shade, do what you want to be doing, like I say. But if we really put our thinking caps on and we really go deep in here, and really and truly deep in here, because like I said, with the meditation and the breath work that I've spoke about already, like I say, as an immortal soul in a simulation, why would you not be able to go years without any energy leaking from your body? Yeah, to the point where shit, man, I'll even go to the extreme example of not even cutting yourself in any blood loss at all, full retention, you understand, alongside, like I said, the healthy practices, meditation, breath work, all of that sort of stuff. Same like I'm saying when I'm seeing people talk about like, that was what I was going to say with wet dreams. Of course it comes to me when I know I need to lock the video off. People saying, oh, it's just part of the practice, oh, it's going to happen, doesn't matter how far in the streak you get, it'll happen anyway. First of all, keep that negativity to yourself, for one thing, yeah. Secondly, of course, you can overcome it. And a perfect example is in the last 2 weeks, bruv. Twice I remembered, but 3 times I've woke up out of a dream clenching my pelvic floor muscles. Because if you want to call them entities, you want to call them succubus, but whatever's going on in my dream, alongside the friction against the sheets and my shorts, whatever. But it almost happened, and part of that is, again, because those specific nights, I didn't do the proper meditation I should have done. Even if I'd done my stretches, yeah. And again, I understand it's anecdotal, it's an example I'm using. But the point remains, bro, you can eliminate the wet dreams. You can eliminate the lust, bro. I'm still working on it, bro, because I know what I'm like. I know when I'm out and about in the matrix. Something simple as buying an energy drink from the shop, as much as I know, yeah, caffeine detox. But obviously you've got to be a certain age in the UK, and I'm clearly grown-ass man. Scan the thing on the self-server. Girl has to come over to beep, 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 for the fucking, yeah, you're over 16. And look at her, I'm just like, I promise I'm old enough. This girl goes, promises aren't enough sometimes. And walks off, grab my drink, walk up to my brother, I'm like, he's like, what? And I'm like, still got it, bro. Obviously told him, and then we bantered, and he's like, right, her. He's like, ooh, yeah, that's you, big man. And again, jokes, banter. But you get what I'm saying, brother. And again, the reason why I say that example is because, like I'm saying, when people are like, long-term semen retention, you'll be an incel, you'll have wet dreams anyway, bro. All you're gonna do is you're just limiting yourself. Yeah. It's a load of shite, it's a load of bullshit that they're gonna chat to make themselves feel better, to live their life their way, yeah. I'll leave the video there, like I always say, man, start on your purpose. At the end of the day, bro, do what you want to be doing. My thing personally is, if every single day, this is part of your practice. Keyword, practice. Practice makes perfect. We've all heard that from knee high, bro, yeah. Same way, okay, I'm a, like I say, lifelong martial artist. I'm always training. Okay, I'm not been in the gym in terms of weight training recently because I'm focusing on the Muay Thai. I know through that is a synchronicity. I need to work on my flexibility, goes hand in hand with these practices and with these spiritual practices, because you can't be all locked up and tight all the time. Pause, jokes. Same with the dieting. Same way I know I need to do a long-term fast, because all the energy that gets clogged up within you, again, pressing on your lower centers when you go to bed, pressing on your bladder, pressing on your prostate, yeah. We need to piss and shit is what I'm referencing, which is another reason why sometimes you can leak the energy if you're just getting on this practice and you're not incorporating other practices to rectify this, yeah, because of years of abusing your body, basically, bro, yeah. What's the other thing? And like I said, the lies and the myths, you can't. Alright, well, at the bare minimum, bro, if big man over here has got to be the one to prove them pussy holes wrong, hey, respectfully. In the same way, bro, because anything I got to say, I can stand on my principles and say, I know in here, because anything in here, it's not even beliefs at this point, it's what I know through experience, understanding, and constant examples being shown at me in a multitude of examples, in a multitude of realms, yeah. And again, at the bare minimum, bro, if people want to get rude, I know this is really anecdotal, but the same, like I said, my birthday is the 19th of April and I'll be 27. Grown ass man, yeah, on a human level, obviously immortal soul. But April 20th, a day after, first amateur Muay Thai fight. Okay, cool, first. Okay, cool, amateur. A fight's a fight, bruv, yeah. This Sunday I got an interclub. It's basically like medium to hard sparring, just to get you used to fighting someone with an audience and people shouting and shit, even though been there, done that. Kumite, karate, Midlands, we won the medals. It's all good. Placed, didn't win. It's all good. Had people screaming, an entire auditorium screaming against me. It's all good, bro. Yeah. Like I always say, man, stabs any purpose. Yeah, you can do anything the fuck you want. Yeah, in this Matrix simulation. Yeah, love.